We have Houston head coach Ronald Hughey. We'll start off with an opening statement and then we'll take questions.
Bill, great guy. Been knowing him for a long time, and one of the things I admire about him is he's always been able to find the players and keep his system alive. Hadn't changed since he's been here. I was assistant at Texas when we came here. I was assistant at Florida State when we came here. And again, it's the same thing. We're going to shoot the 3 ball. We're going to be 4 out. We're going to do all kind of stuff from there. But tremendous game that they play. I mean, especially that second quarter, and they started to get together and start to knock down some threes, and we got a little confused on some different assignments and things like that. But, I mean, did a fairly decent job on Crooks in the inside. You know, wanted to make sure she didn't go off for 50. And then we didn't want to have what Kansas, you know, gave up 18 threes, you know, because we know they can knock down 10,000 threes. So, again, we wanted to just be out there and give every single ounce of effort that we possibly could just to be able to take care of that. We wanted to be able to attack them inside as well with Peyton McFarland because we thought she can be able to score on Crooks because, again, nobody challenges her in the league. When she does, people foul out. So we wanted to be able to throw the ball inside some. The other thing we wanted to do is just play our pace. Sometimes when they start making the threes and getting up and down in transition, you get to want to do the same thing. And we wanted to slow it down, play our pace, and be able to play the tempo that we wanted to be able to keep the game close and be able to have an opportunity to strike at the end. But can't say enough about the Iowa State team because, again, at the end of the day, really, really good team. But I thought we were real resilient tonight because I can't remember. I think they've been beating people by 20 and 30 points. And so for us to get that in single digits, this is a victory for us, especially with all the injuries we have right now and only having 6 tonight to play with.
You said you didn't want Crooks to be able to go for 50, and you didn't want to give up 18 three-pointers. You accomplished both those things. Both those tasks usually don't go hand in hand. How were you able to do both those things?
Well, we worked on 3 different coverages, and we tried them all. I was about to abandon all of them in the second quarter, you know, so when they started to make the threes. But we wanted to make sure we had some help on the inside with Crooks on the entry pass from the right wing every time. So we wanted to be on the low side because, again, she loves to be able to catch and turn to her left shoulder, so we wanted to force her to the right. The other thing we wanted to do is make sure Brown just couldn't see that clear skip pass across the other side, and so we wanted to be able to play cat and mouse on the backside. In the second quarter, they got us some, but they didn't be able to get any more after that.
Seemed to be pretty impressed by Iowa State. Just how far does this team have in terms of potential in the postseason?
Oh, man, it loads of potential. You know, the one thing about them is they have the difference maker in the inside. You know, she's going to make everybody adjust to her, you know, and then what they have on the outside with everybody. I mean, it's target practice for them when they catch and shoot. You know, the one thing that I told our girls at halftime was when they make passes to each other, they don't make passes out of the strike zone. They make passes in the strike zone so people can catch and shoot. It's not up here, and then you got to load it, or down here. So you can tell they really, really practice on catching the ball and shooting it and getting it to the person where they can be effective shooting the basketball. And that's the other thing, because that split second, it helps with just getting the ball over, closing out defender.
You've talked about the themes you've seen in Bill's offense and teams throughout all these years in the conference. Is there anything different about the way this team is structured though, with Crooks on the inside and the presence she brings?
Well, the only difference is he's got a 4-player in Brown that can be able to operate out of the high post, and he can post her up, and she can play point guard. And that's the one thing that she can play all over the floor, point forward. She can post up as well, and they put Crooks on the outside. You know, she was able to do that. She's a deciding factor for them as well as Crooks because, again, between those two, I think Brown had like 6 assists in the first half. I think she only had 1 in the second half. But when you look around, she probably got over 100 assists this year because she's throwing the ball to Crooks, and then when you help inside, she can knock down the 3-ball as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.